Assalamualaikum and good day. We are from Group 8. Today we will be presenting on our Project Progress 1 report. These are the team members. So, the company that we choose for our project is Arminda Sendian Berhad. It is a clothing retail company which sells clothes, shoes for various age of people. So this company was founded by Arman Wali in 2015. So Arman Wali has two branch of shops. First in Malacca Central, and the second one is in Krubong, which he recently opened on 23rd February 2020. So currently there are 4 employees, and since the first branch of the shop has a very good network infrastructure, so we will be focusing on the second branch of the shop, which do not have any network infrastructure yet. So we have 3 problem arises for the second branch of the shop, which is it does not have any network infrastructure, therefore the network performance are low and there is no security on network infrastructure. So our objective is to design a network infrastructure for the second branch of the shop so it can run efficiently as the first branch. Second is to study and analyze the user requirement to improve the network performance based on users' requirement, users' needs. And the third one is to provide a proper network documentation report for the customers, for the user, for the admin of the company verification. So the scope of the project is we'll be analyzing the first branch of the shop and use those information to design and improve the second branch shop's network infrastructure. So the administrator will be able to monitor system and data storage efficiently. Staff will be able to monitor inventory with reasonable response times. For the requirement, so therefore we go next to the requirement analysis. We have 5 requirement analysis, which are user requirement, host requirement, network requirement, application requirement, and functional requirement. For the first one is a user requirement. So right now there are 3 production department and 1 management department. The expected growth of user or staff for the first year is 2 users, for the second year 3 users, and for the third year 4 users. So, we asked the users, the staff at the company, at the second branch shop, what are their expectations for this network infrastructure design. So the first one is timeliness, where user can access, modify, and transfer data information from server. Second is interactivity, where they expect a fast response time between users to network. Third is reliability, where users want to have an experience of good internet connection with least delay or downtime connectivity in network as possible. The fourth one is quality, where the users want a good network quality where user can access the application and system with no problem. Fifth is adaptability, where user can adapt to match their needs, changing needs in the future. The next one is security, where the security of the network will be moderate, where each device will be installed with an antivirus software and every room will have a CCTV. The funding cost of this whole design is estimated around 10,000. Now for the host requirement, there are 5 locations So for the lobby, we will have one Dell Latitude laptop, one modem, one scanner, one copier, one punch card machine. In the production management department, we will have 5 Dell PC, one CCTV monitor, 4 antivirus, and for the server room, 2 core switch, 1 rack, 1 router, 1 mail server, 1 database server, 1 file server, 1 CCTV server. All rooms will have 7 CCTV. All room together will have 7 CCTV and 20 UTP cables, 5 air conditioner and 5 fire extinguisher except for the surround and toilet. And there will be 1 cashier machine at the counter. So the network requirement here is LAN, and it will be supporting 10 users, compatible with any devices, and the availability uptime will be 99.95%. And the shop is a one-story shop. For the functional requirement, there are 2 functional requirements: network management and security management. For network management, the monitoring methods that we choose is for monitoring event notification. Instrumentation methods, we use end-to-end monitoring tools like ping or Tessert. Characteristic sets, we use availability, capacity, delay, throughput, and jitter. The user asks for we will use in-band monitoring, centralized monitoring, and we will characterize the performance by speed and bandwidth. For the security measure, for the government and company, there are no specified security management, but for the user specified, we use an antivirus software and CCTV, and the level funding for the network is around 15,000 ringgit. Now, application requirement, we have several application requirement where you can see stock repository system is best effort, employee management system is real time, antivirus system is control rate, database system is control rate, network monitoring system is control rate, finance management system is real time, CCTV system is mission critical because it is important to secure the shop, so it is crucial to have a CCTV. Email is real time, printing system is control rate. So for the flow analysis, this is an application map for all the application that we will be proposing to the design. So the first one is application map for stock repository, where a server is known as a data sink, where it will store all the information from management and production department. And for the next one is the employee management system, where the server will record all the employee information, and this information can be accessed remotely. The third one is the antivirus system. So, and the antivirus system is used to detect, prevent, and disarm and remove malicious software. And all the record of those processes will be saved in the server. Okay, the next one is database system. Here, users are allowed to manipulate the information and the files, including updating it, adding it, or deleting it. So, and it will all be saved in the server. So for the network monitoring system, okay, we will install NMS, a network monitoring system, to monitor the computer network, and notifies the network administrator if there is a disrupt in the network system. In the network system. Also, all information will be stored in server. For the next one is application map for finance management. This the system will be able to manage cost of model, employee salary, and other costs such as electric and water bills. So the server here is act as a data sink, and the counter here the counter and management department will act as a data source. Okay, next one is the CCTV system. So the CCTV system will be installed in every room, and all the room will be all the information from the CCTV will be transmitted to DMZ, since DMZ will act as a data sink. So all the information from the CCTV will go to the server will go to the DMZ. And the next one is email application map for email. Now, email can be accessed by management and production department. So the server mail will be act as a data source, where it will generate data, and the server will the DMZ will store and keep the data generated by the server mail. Next one is application maps for printing system. So for printing system, the server will act as a data sink, where it will receive and store data from the lobby, and the lobby will generate data for the server to keep. Now, next is the flow model. This is the flow model. Okay. As you can see, the application identified by the colored arrows. So the application A is identified by the blue arrow. So you can see the application A, B, and C is respectively according to the application above in the application requirement. So if in the application requirement, the first one is stock repository, then there is application A. It is in order. So the flow model for application A is distributed computing, while application B is client server. Application C is peer-to-peer. Application D is client server. Application E is client server. Application F is client server. Application G is distributed computing. Application H is client server, and application I is peer-to-peer. Okay, for the flow distribution, from the server room, the MZ room, lobby, production, counter, display room 1, display room 2, management, and storage area, the flow distribution is all 80-20 because it is in LAN. But in one, at the firewall in the middle, the flow distribution is 50-50, and the application that is involved in the one 50-50 flow distribution is just H. Okay. Next is the flow boundaries. Now the flow boundaries here, as you can see. Alright. For the flow boundary 1 at law B, the application involved is application BGI. For flow boundary 2 is ACDGH. Flow boundary 3 is FG. Flow boundary 4 is just G. For flow boundary 5, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H application is included. For flow boundaries 6, only G application is included, and for the flow boundary 7, 1, there is like the application that's included is from 1 to the server before it enters the network connection, and all of this geographic areas is LAN 1. Now lastly is the flow specification. For the flow specification, for application A, it is indicated by composite flow. Same goes as application B, which is composite. For application C, there is no backbone or composite flow indicated. For the application D, it is a composite flow. It is indicated by composite flow. Application E is indicated by composite flow. Application F is indicated by composite flow, and application H and I is not indicated by any type of flow. So the conclusion here is that hopefully we are able to develop a suitable network infrastructure that can fulfill a requirement of reliability of 99.5% of uptime, and we are able to propose all the hardware and software for our Mendas Indian Berhad to get the maximum of the network performance and reduce the latency, and lastly to improve the network security by activating network encryption and installing antivirus software in the network so that it will prevent the network from hackers and retain its integrity. So that is all for today. Thank you.